Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, here we are. A lot of times I don't paint vases, and so today I thought I would kind of paint a vase. So we'll see what happens as we go along here. But you can see my water blob up there. I was it's just, it'll go away, or we'll paint over it and it'll be okay because it'll dry with the paint. I was moving it and I was washing my brush at the same time. That was probably not the quickest or wisest thing to do at the same time, but you know, that's how we rock and roll sometimes. So I'm gonna paint down over some of this in a minute, so it shouldn't make a big deal, but just thought. So, Owen was awake at 2 o'clock this morning, and that was pretty much our day. It was pretty much, I kind of slept a little bit, but not really. It really wasn't much sleep after that. I'm hitting the camera. Got this new stand, but it does not, it's very shaky. I got it off of Amazon, and I thought it was going to be, from all the reviews, I was excited because there was like 2,000 reviews, which goes to show you that that doesn't always mean anything. But I had thought I was, reading a lot of the good reviews, but that did not quite happen. That's okay. So we'll see. I might send it back because I still have all the packaging and everything, but it wasn't quite exactly what I wanted anyways, in the sense of it, the holder is not exactly how I wanted it to be. I wanted more of a clamp. Those seem to last longer to me than the slide kind, and this is a slide, but I couldn't find the clamp with the height that I needed, because when I changed phones, I explained this the other day, I didn't realize, the guy asked me if I did a lot of wide shots. Well, I don't really do wide shots, but I do tall shots. But that's technically the same thing, but I didn't really realize that. So far this flower's not coming out like what I wanted it to, but we're gonna get there. I figure we'll keep adding stuff till it looks like a flower. Sometimes that's what you have to do, is you just have to pretend it's gonna look like a flower, and then eventually it gets there. So that's what we're doing. And I'm sure it's going to be covered up by something else in a moment anyway, so it'll be okay. So that's what we're going to just pretend. So I'll probably get distracted very easily again, because with Owen being up at 2, that meant the mama was up at 2, and he went back to bed, but it was very short-lived. And I should know by now that I just need to send him with his tablet and let him be happy. But I said that because it was so early, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, but he couldn't wait to go to his grandma's house. And so I told him that he needed to go back to bed, and he did, but then it wasn't long and he was right back again. So we did the whole take your tablet, go back to bed, which he didn't go back to bed. He roamed the house, which means I don't really sleep at that point. So he was still walking around, and every few minutes he would come and he would say, when is he going to Grandma's house? Well, we usually don't go to Grandma's house until at least 10 in the morning, if not a little later, depending on what she's got going on or something. And so, again, it was going to be hours until he was going to his grandma's house. So we were up, and we just went ahead and started the day. These boards are not exactly flat. So he wanted to get going, and you know how that goes. So we ended up, she had a couple things she had to get done this morning that I had already known that she wasn't going to be available till about 10:30 anyways. And so I was in no rush to go anywhere from waking up so early. So we finally got ready, and he was very excited to get to Grandma's house. But it was just a long night for my boy and me. And last night it was 2 a.m. The night before it was 3 a.m. And the night before that it was 4 a.m. So we have been we've been having the nights, the wild nights. I'm not quite in tune with this picture, but I have a feeling it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm not really awake. So I'm just kind of filling in some stuff while I'm trying to kind of make it look like it's something. So we're just gonna add some green stuff. Oops, that's gray. Make it a little more tropical. I don't know, something. So a couple more, and then we'll call it a day. I'm holding it because it was making this rocking noise when I was doing different things. Maybe I should put some little purple trails of stuff down here. Maybe that would be fun. For chagrins. Sometimes it works, sometimes we just keep moving forward. So I'm going to do one more. Or more. One more or more. I feel like I need a little, maybe I just need a little, like one that comes off of that. Okay, it's kind of a mosh. So Owen went to bed very quickly, and hopefully tonight is the night that we get some sleep. He wants to go to church tomorrow, which I definitely do. But if he's up again, I don't know that we'll be going. So I'll have to see. But hopefully, he will get some sleep. The green was under there someplace, but that just needed, I feel like it needed something else. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So I sign O for Owen, and then L, and B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.